Have you ever wondered why some people seem more prone to gout or kidney stones than others? The answer could lie in a common condition known as hyperuricemia. This disorder is characterized by elevated levels of uric acid in the bloodstream. When this happens, the body is at a higher risk of developing conditions like gout and nephrolithiasis, which is a fancy term for kidney stones. Hyperuricemia isn't a rare condition either. It's estimated to affect a staggering 38 million Americans. That's roughly the entire population of California, the most populous state in the United States. This condition is a silent operator. Most individuals with hyperuricemia don't even know they have it because they're asymptomatic. But don't be fooled by its quiet nature. Hyperuricemia can lead to more serious health conditions if left unchecked. So, if you've ever experienced a gout flare-up or passed a kidney stone, hyperuricemia could be the culprit. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the causes, symptoms, and treatment of this condition. So, what exactly causes hyperuricemia? Well, the answer lies in two key factors: the production and excretion of uric acid in your body. Hyperuricemia develops when there's an imbalance in this process. There's either too much uric acid being produced or not enough being excreted, or sometimes a combination of both. Let's delve a bit deeper into this. Uric acid is a byproduct of purine metabolism. Purines are substances found in certain foods and are also naturally produced in your body. Normally, uric acid dissolves in the blood, passes through the kidneys, and is then excreted in urine. However, if your body produces too much uric acid or your kidneys can't get rid of it efficiently, the acid can build up and cause hyperuricemia. Now you might ask, what influences uric acid production and excretion? One significant factor is your diet. Foods rich in purines like organ meats, shellfish, and certain types of fish can increase uric acid production. Alcohol and fructose-sweetened drinks can also contribute to higher uric acid levels. But it's not just about what you eat. Your genes play a role too. If your parents or grandparents had hyperuricemia, you might have a higher risk of developing the condition. This is due to certain genetic variations that can affect uric acid production and excretion. Lifestyle factors are also pivotal. Lack of physical activity, obesity, and certain medical conditions like hypertension or insulin resistance can lead to hyperuricemia. Even some medications like diuretics or immunosuppressants can affect uric acid levels in your body. So, as you can see, the causes of hyperuricemia are multifaceted, intertwining diet, genetics, lifestyle, and even certain medications. It's a complex process with many influencing factors, which is why understanding it can be key to managing the condition. Now that we know the causes, let's move on to the symptoms of hyperuricemia. How would you know if you have hyperuricemia? Well, that's a bit tricky. Hyperuricemia, a condition characterized by elevated levels of uric acid in the blood, can be quite a stealthy disorder. In many instances, individuals with hyperuricemia may not show any noticeable symptoms. It's like a silent intruder, hiding in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to strike. Now you might be wondering, if there are no symptoms, how can it be harmful? Here's the twist. While hyperuricemia itself might not display obvious symptoms, it's what it can lead to that's the real issue. Picture this. You're a dam holding back a reservoir of water. The water level is high, but you're managing. However, if the water level continues to rise, eventually you're going to overflow. That's what happens in hyperuricemia. The uric acid levels in the blood are high, and the body is managing. But when the levels get too high, it can lead to conditions such as gout or kidney stones. Gout, for example, is a form of inflammatory arthritis that is triggered by hyperuricemia. It's characterized by sudden severe attacks of pain, redness, and tenderness in joints, often the joint at the base of the big toe. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night, your big toe throbbing and so tender that even the weight of your bed sheet seems unbearable. That's gout for you. On the other hand, when uric acid levels are significantly high, they can lead to the formation of kidney stones. These are hard deposits made of minerals and salts that form inside your kidneys. Symptoms can include severe pain in the side and back, below the ribs, pain during urination, and persistent need to urinate. Not a pleasant experience, I assure you. So while hyperuricemia might not have explicit symptoms, the conditions it can lead to are far from subtle. It's a bit of a wolf in sheep's clothing situation, where the real danger lies in what's hidden underneath. Now that we have a better understanding of the symptoms, let us explore how to treat hyperuricemia. How do we go about treating hyperuricemia, you might ask? Well, the treatment options for hyperuricemia revolve largely around managing uric acid levels in the body, and this is typically achieved through a combination of medication and lifestyle modifications. Let's start with the medications. Xanthine oxidase inhibitors, such as allopurinol, are a common choice. These drugs work by decreasing the production of uric acid in the body. Allopurinol in particular is often prescribed because it's effective and generally well tolerated by most patients. It's important to note, however, that the dosage may need to be adjusted, especially for those with kidney disease. But it's not just about popping pills. Lifestyle changes play a significant role in managing hyperuricemia, and this is where it gets interesting. Dietary modifications can help reduce uric acid levels. For instance, limiting the intake of purine-rich foods like organ meats, shellfish, and certain kinds of fish can help. Avoiding alcohol, particularly beer and sugary drinks, is also beneficial. On the flip side, increasing the intake of water, along with fruits and vegetables, can aid in flushing out excess uric acid. Physical activity is another key component. Regular exercise can help maintain a healthy weight, which in turn can lower uric acid levels. But remember, it's not about being a marathon runner overnight. Gradual, consistent changes are the key. Now, it's important to stress that hyperuricemia is a chronic condition. Hence, treatment is more about management than outright cure. Regular checkups and monitoring of uric acid levels are crucial. And while medications can help manage the condition, it's the lifestyle changes that can really make a difference in the long run. So, in essence, treatment isn't just about medication. It's also about making healthier lifestyle choices. And remember, it's not just about lowering uric acid levels, but about improving overall health. After all, a healthy body is the best defense against any disease. Did you know that hyperuricemia is linked to various other health issues? Indeed, this condition doesn't exist in a vacuum, and it's often found hobnobbing with some serious health troublemakers. First off, let's talk about metabolic syndrome. This is a cluster of conditions: high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat around the waist, and abnormal cholesterol levels that occur together, increasing your risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Research indicates that hyperuricemia may play a role in the development of metabolic syndrome, possibly by inducing insulin resistance. Then there's the connection between hyperuricemia and diabetes. Studies suggest that elevated uric acid levels can lead to impaired insulin secretion, setting the stage for type 2 diabetes. Next up is cardiovascular disease. Hyperuricemia has been associated with increased risk of heart disease and stroke. The exact mechanisms are still being studied, but it's thought that high uric acid levels may cause inflammation and damage to the blood vessels. Hypertension, or high blood pressure, is another condition often seen in the company of hyperuricemia. Elevated uric acid levels might hinder the blood vessels' ability to relax, contributing to high blood pressure. Obesity is also linked to hyperuricemia. The reason? Fat cells produce substances that can induce uric acid production. Plus, obesity can lead to insulin resistance, which is known to increase uric acid levels. Finally, let's not forget chronic renal disease. This condition, characterized by long-term loss of kidney function, has a complex relationship with hyperuricemia. On one hand, kidney disease can cause hyperuricemia due to decreased uric acid excretion. On the other hand, high uric acid levels might damage the kidneys, contributing to renal disease. Interestingly, men tend to have higher rates of hyperuricemia than women. This could be due to hormonal differences, as estrogen is known to facilitate uric acid excretion. Hyperuricemia isn't just about high uric acid levels, it's a condition that can significantly impact your overall health. So it's important to keep those uric acid levels in check, not just for the sake of your joints, but for the well-being of your whole body. So, what have we learned today about hyperuricemia? We've delved into how this common disorder, characterized by elevated serum uric acid levels, affects a staggering 38 million Americans. We've explored how hyperuricemia can stem from increased uric acid production, decreased excretion, or a combination of both. We've discussed how most individuals with hyperuricemia are asymptomatic, yet the condition can lead to severe health issues like gout or kidney stones. We've also noted that risk factors range from dietary habits to family history and lifestyle choices. On the treatment front, we've highlighted how xanthine oxidase inhibitors like allopurinol can be part of a management plan. And we've underlined the connections between hyperuricemia and other health issues such as metabolic syndrome, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, obesity, and chronic renal disease. Finally, we've touched upon the gender disparity, with men having higher rates of hyperuricemia than women, and the increasing global incidence due to the adoption of Western diets and lifestyles. Remember, being informed is the first step towards managing conditions like hyperuricemia effectively.